What's going on? Kyle Welcher here, out here filming with Bass Resource. Today we're talking about how I maximize one of my confidence baits in the wintertime. And this is one where I really do deviate a ton in the winter because I feel like fish change throughout the course of a day more in the winter than any other time of the year. Like if they're spawning, they want to be spawning. If they're in the summer, they're in a certain type of mood. But in the winter, I really feel like moon phase and exactly the position of the sun and how warm it gets is a big factor. Like a 2-degree water temp change in the winter is a really big deal. So I'm going to explain to y'all exactly how I deviate using the Missile Baits D-Bomb in the winter. This is going to be another one of those times where I'm going to pretty much leave a Black and Blue or a Bruiser D-Bomb laying on the front deck. It just seems like in the winter that really, I honestly feel like fish can't see quite as good in the winter. So I really like to have that super good dark shadow in the water so I feel like they can see it from a little bit further. But I'm almost always going to start out early in the morning with like a 1/4 ounce or a 3/8 ounce weight, and I'm going to try to get as close to the bait as I can possibly get. In the winter, the shad, they really school up in some of these channel swing banks back in some of these bigger creeks and tributaries. I mean, in the dead of the winter. And I'm going to try to start off almost every single morning flipping the docks or flipping the laydowns or flipping the little isolated clumps of dead grass early in the morning. I'm going to flip with an extremely light weight. Now, I'm going to try to milk it. I'm going to set it in areas. I'm going to try to leave it in front of the bass for as long as possible because I feel like that's the only time of the year where a fish would look at your bait and not commit to it right away if they really like it. So I'm going to try to milk it, get as many bites as I can early in the morning. But then after about 11 or 12 o'clock, when that sun's been up all day, I'm instantly going to switch gears. I'm going to upsize my weight to a 1/2 ounce. I'm going to try to go as fast as I possibly can, and I'm going to flip it in there, shake it a couple times, and get them to bite it or get them to not bite it. So whichever way it goes, though, I feel like later in the day, those fish really pull up in the wintertime. They really get aggressive in a very short window. So from 12 to 2 or 3 in the evening, they really get aggressive. They really pull up. So I want to cover as much water as I possibly can. So it's a very different approach. That's whenever I'll get on the more flatter stuff. I'll get on the flat docks, the grass that grows a little bit further off the bank that's really flat. That's where I want to be after the water warms up late in the day, and I want to go as fast as I possibly can. It's going to be the exact opposite of where I think they're at all night whenever that water is really cold on the channel swing bank. So that's how I deviate whenever I'm flipping and trying to cover a lot of water in the winter time. I just keep a Black and Blue bait on. I cover a lot of water, and I try to stay in really good areas as close to the bait as possible. So use some of them tips next winter, you'll catch more bass flipping.